Good afternoon, Mr. Gowan.
How you doing?
You've been here a lot more than you wanted to be lately, but let's talk about this one. This is an odd case where you're alleged to have stolen electricity from Mark Cornish, your neighbor. The way it's charged, there is a theft of utilities, but I think that has to do with the utility company. The way it's charged, there is a theft of utilities, but I think that has to do more with a utility company than with a neighbor. So you're charged with simple larceny, 93 days and/or $500. At this point, is there a plea offer, Ms. Stoll?
No, Your Honor.
I don't believe Mr. Gowan owes any money to the court. Do you wish, I'll ask you the same question I asked Mr. Fox. Do you wish me to set this for a jury trial or a bench trial in front of the judge?
Jury.
All right. Mr. Gibson, I think I've got a date with some jury cases on it for you. One of the problems is we're getting too dense.
Jury.
All right. Mr. Gibson, I think I've got a date with some jury cases on it for you. One of the problems is we're getting too dense. We got a lot of jury cases backed up and we haven't tried anything yet this year. But right now we're in construction mode, so we haven't done anything in April. And we're gonna, I think May is already full.
Well, I guess the defendant and I could discuss, I guess, I didn't really discuss with him before if he would be willing to waive a jury trial, but I would be willing to have a discussion with him to make sure that that's what he wants to ask for as a jury.
Well, as I
trial.
said, Mr. Fox has been around and he's like, nope, bench trial's all right with me. And I trusted his decision on that. Which is an offhanded compliment to me saying, I just assumed you did it. Mr. Gowan, come on back up and have a seat.
Thank you.
Mr. Gowan is also someone I've known for a while. Also, I think knows his own mind. Mr. George, what does your client wish to do? I mean, Mr. Gibson.
At this point, I guess I would ask that it stay a jury trial and not be a bench trial.
All right, we'll set it for June 24th. This is an odd set of facts. There's multiple players in here and somebody said, he said, she said, at least from the affidavit of probable cause. Abby, I'd ask for a witness list, exhibit list. By June 1st. Mr. Gowan, this was out on Schimmel Road. Are you still there?
Yes, sir. That's where I live.
All right, and you get your mail there?
Yes, sir.
All right, you've, as far as I know, always made every court appearance. There is no plea offer. Defendant wants a trial and he's entitled to have one. If you do change your mind and wish to set it for a bench trial, we can discuss that. We could set it. Otherwise, it's set for jury on the 24th of June at 8:30.
Thank you.
All right, you're back. Good. Well, Mr. Randall is our last case, except we have a Ross Truckee special. Ran Ross. Is that on your calendar, Abby?
It's not, but I figured I'd stick around.
It was set for plea and sentence. Should have been noticed for April 9th. I don't know if they got, I'm not sure when he asked me to do that. All right, thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Randall.
Yeah, Your Honor.
I saw you by Zoom the other day, and I scheduled a matter for today. Go ahead and have a seat, sir. Knowing Mr. Gibson would be here. In fact, is this the case where I hijacked you to sit in on the arraignment?
It's possible, but I know that I saw it here at the last minute that it got scheduled, so.
Well, maybe not. He got picked up over the weekend. He has a felony case pending pre-exam on April 21st. He's been in jail in this case for 5 days plus 6 days because of the day he served earlier. So he has a total of 6 days jail credit. The sentence or the charge is charge of assault and battery. It's alleged that you assaulted somebody named Michael Carr. Abigail Stoll is here from the prosecutor's office. Ms. Stoll, is there a plea offer here?
There is, Your Honor. In exchange for a guilty plea to disturbing the peace, I'm willing to dismiss the original charge of assault and battery.
Mr. Gibson, did you discuss that with Mr. Randall?
Yes, I discussed that with Mr. Randall, and he indicated that he wanted to resolve the case today and accept that.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute, Mr. Randall.
Please.
Assault and battery means that you assaulted or battered somebody. Disturbing the peace is different. Disturbing the peace doesn't matter who started it or who was right or wrong. Was there a quarrel, argument, disturbance in a public place? So it's a much lower standard. I will represent to you that I'm going to give you time served for this if you do plead to that charge. You haven't got the other charge that's holding you. But as your lawyer said, that would resolve the case and this matter would be over with. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury? There will not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf. But you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you. And you have the right to be presumed innocent unless the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand?
Yes.
Well, tell me what happened this day between you and Mr. Carr.
Mr. Carr knows I go over to Fawn River and feed my cat. She won't stay at 203 North Orange. She's got to wait like 3 times on me. And so I just leave him over there. And there's a couple ladies that feed him. Help me feed him. You know, I go over, try to go over every day. And I just over there feeding my cat at the picnic table on Vista. And Mike, we used to sit and talk, and he'd watch me feed my cat and keep an eye, tell me if he's seen him. And he was coming out there when I was feeding my cat, and I said something referring to his electrical cart there being a piece of shit because it banged and scared my cat. I did say that. And I carried on feeding my cat, and he drove up a little hill from their parking lot past a tree and said, "I got something for you." And as I turned, he just dove on me and hit me in the mouth. We ended up on the ground. He rolled me down and he was on top of me and hit me, and I rolled him over. And I said, "Please don't. I don't want to hurt you, and I don't want to get hurt. Please stop." And he bit me. And that's when I just let him wob. You know, he just kept trying to get away. He hit me was what he was trying to do. And
Did you hit him back?
no, I did not.
Said he had lacerations and like a black eye,
With
contusions to his face around his right eye. So did you?
it must have been when we rolled, because I did not strike that man. I asked him to stop. And when I got off,
You got in this.
I got up because he quit breathing. He was breathing really hard. And I don't have nothing against this guy. I never had a problem with him. I went and got my cat, and I come back through with my flashlight, and he was up looking around, and I seen his wallet there, and I picked it up and I handed it to him.
Was it dark out?
Yeah. And his dog had ran over on towards Gateway, I guess, Vista or something. We were in one of them.
So his cart or scooter scared your cat away.
See, yeah, no, my cat was like, when I said that, the shit machine and all that, he was still in the parking lot and come up that little hill. And I had my cat, calmed my cat down, you know, and he was still sitting there gonna eat. And that's when he said he had something for me and jumped on me. And that's when my cat went that way. And me and him was rolling around on the ground. And
Well, it doesn't sound like a very pleasant scene, but
It
as I
wasn't.
said, it doesn't matter who was right or wrong or who started it. I'm gonna give you 6 days credit, 6 days, waive the fine, waive the attorney fee. $125 minimum cost for 2 additional days concurrent with your trial. 181846 OM.
Your Honor,
Yes,
can I say something? The victim is also asking for restitution for his broken glasses.
how much was that?
It's $358. There's a request for restitution in the file.
All right, give me a minute. I'm gonna take care of this. Fail to pay. Fine and costs.
And the prosecutor had explained to me about the restitution, and I did explain that to the defendant,
6
that they
days.
were
credit.
asking for restitution.
All right. Michael, the contact knocked Michael's glasses off. Yeah, assault battery is one thing. Disturbing the peace is another. Normally, I wouldn't order restitution.
I had a case with the Nissa car. They're not related, I know of. Nissa, I stole money on her.
I would be surprised if Mr. Carr went out and paid $350 for a pair of glasses.
The receipt's attached to the request.
All right. I was thinking that maybe they got paid for by something else. I'm looking for it. I don't see the request for it. Could you?
I just would like to ask him why he did this. I won't try and ask him out in public or nothing. I'm not gonna bother him, man, ever. But he knows I went over and see my cat every day.
So this cat is like out and about and you just stop and see the cat and the cat knows you come.
I
So-
raised the cat from a kitten. He walked, when I lived at Fawn River Apartments, I walked him the perimeter. He thinks he's a dog. He thinks he's our cat. He rides on my shoulder. He rides in a stroller. The community knows him. And he doesn't want to leave there. Because since I left there, I've been at 203 North Orange. And I've had him there like 4 times and he always gets loose. And I just can't have him running across town. He'll get run over or something. I mean, this is my pal.
All right, I don't doubt that. Abby, did you send me that?
Yeah, I'm working on it, Judge.
Okay.
And I go around and pick up trash. I try to do what I can for the community. I go to St. John's Church and Methodist Church. I help out with the clothes. And I'm not saying I'm an angel or saint, you know, but I try to do my part to help out. I don't go around starting problems.
Yes.
Dudes abide said if I ever have a problem getting a ride to court again, please contact them. They got their workers.
Mhm.
They know me because they see me picking up their parking lot, you know, and then
Well, I'd give you a bus pass to get home, but right now you don't need one. So I'm trying to figure out this restitution question. Laura, could you bring me that PPO that Dina is telling me I have? I am gonna need to address that by 5 o'clock.
I have PPO bond put on him.
10 years. If you'd have to apply for one, but you
Okay.
should be able to, yeah.
I just go to Vista. I don't, the judge said don't go to Barnum Apartments, so I don't. I say, I'm Vista. I can call my cat, he come to me and eat. But he won't go to anybody else.
Sounds like cat people versus dog people.
I'm friends with Bo though. I am. Bo wasn't the problem, is the Bradley ride he has. I mean, I wasn't even mad about that, it just scared my cat. What would happen if I would have said no? Nothing about his car. Maybe he just rode up there and smoked a cigarette and moved on. I don't know. He never argued that.
Yeah, he paid for them with a credit card. $358. Well, I closed out that DV case. It's $150 that I waived to the court. I can't wipe out restitution with jail time. All right, Mr. Randall. I'll see you on the 21st on that other case, I think. That's way far away. That shouldn't be that far out.
Do you need an advice of rights form?
I read him
Mr.
the
Randall?
advice of rights, or I quoted him to him on the record here, so I think we're good to go.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
All right, I wiped out your old DV unpaid fine with credit for time served. And 6 days credit, 6 days, $125 or 2 additional days, and the restitution is due by December 31st. So, Mr. Randall, I'll see you in court in a little couple days.
May I ask what my,
Some court cases are about money, some are about violence, some are about life-altering decisions made in moments of desperation, and then there are cases like this one, where a man ends up charged with assault and battery because his neighbor's electric scooter scared his cat. Frank Randall came to court today already carrying a felony pre-exam on another matter, but the case before the judge was straightforward, at least on paper, a disturbing the peace plea, time served, walk out the door. What made it unforgettable was what came before the plea. A man standing before a judge and telling the full story of a cat he raised from a kitten. A cat that rides on his shoulder. A cat that sits in a stroller. A cat that sits in a stroller. A cat the whole community knows by sight. A cat that won't follow him to his new address because it refuses to leave the neighborhood it knows. And a night at a picnic table on Vista Street, feeding that cat, that ended with a neighbor saying, "I got something for you," and an altercation no one planned for. The judge gave him time served, wiped the old fines, and ordered $358 in restitution for a pair of broken glasses knocked off during a rolling ground fight that Randall says he did not start and did not want. He even found the victim's wallet in the dark and gave it back. Is that the behavior of someone who wanted a fight? Or is it the behavior of someone whose only real concern was the safety of a cat? The judge left that question open. The plea resolved the case. And somewhere in Three Rivers, a cat is still waiting by a picnic table. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns because justice never gets old. The judge didn't mince words. He told them plainly that if the video evidence held up, a jury would convict them in about 3 minutes and enjoy doing it. He warned them to watch the footage with their attorneys before trial. He reminded Samantha that being 35 weeks pregnant would not function as a get-out-of-jail-free card, and he set the jury trial for July 8th, where all of this will play out in front of 12 people who will see exactly what those Walmart cameras recorded. Whatever happened in that store and whatever story each of these women tells the video will speak for itself. And in the end, it usually does. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns because justice never gets old.